Good Monday morning, everyone. Happy February. It's rare that we get to kick off the month like actually, pretty close to the beginning of the month. Usually it's like on the 6th or 9th. So happy February, everybody. You guys are listening to Author Talk with me, Amy Russell, and Valerie. Today, Valerie's back. It's just us three. We're just chit-chatting, hanging out, talking all things writing. But as always, let's jump into our weekend. So you guys know last week I was struggling pretty hard to breathe. I was having a real hard time. So I still am like in, I guess, recovery from that. I still have a cough and sometimes I get short of breath, but it's not as bad. So I am like on the up and up. But I have to tell you this story because Russell says it's almost too good to be true, but it is the truth.
It's too stupid not to
It's
tell.
not, well, a court actually, if you go and listen to last Monday's show, Russell did call me stupid due to lack of oxygen to my brain. So it's not the first. It's not the first time. So you guys all know that I have my dog Bruno that I got. It was a whole thing. And he
For
has,
$12.
yes, from the Humane Society. They did a big shelter clear out. Okay. And I participated. Anyways, so he has skin conditions. I've talked about them before. I did not know until recently that there are pet dermatologists. And me living up here in Aggieville, there is a veterinary hospital here which has dermatology as one of their rotations. So I got to go there, right? But let me just tell you, okay, I'm obviously in the wrong business because just to book an appointment with these people was $500 just to get him looked at. Okay, that's not his medications. That was nothing. And it's just because this poor baby is all red. His face is red. His shoulder is red. He's scratching that his missing fur. And then on top of that, I find out that he has like a dog alopecia. So he's only going to have hair in like the bottom half of his body. So, he's just a lovable mess. But I had to conquer that venture. Like,
You know what? He's so blessed to have you, Amy. So blessed to have
he
you.
is. Because can you imagine if he was with
He
Russell?
would be so screwed.
If he was with Russell, I would, that poor baby, if he was with Russell. Anyways, okay. So here I am after the show on Monday. It was on Tuesday. I'm still having a hard time breathing, but this dog doesn't really, he's super scared of my husband. So it was easier to have my husband,
They'd be scared of me too.
It was easier to have Josh pick up the kids.
Josh, he would have gotten out of the car and run away.
I know. And Josh would not have gone to get him. Like, it would have been crazy. So anyway, so Josh had to pick my kids up for it while I was at this, dermatology place, just pretty much getting screwed. Okay, just saying. And so then I'd come back still battling it, but my kids are healthy. So it was just me that was sick. Josh tried to pull I'm not feeling good
No,
card.
and the weird dog.
He's not sick. He just has severe allergies to my grass, and I can't do anything about that. So it just is what it is. But anyways, my weekend was way more eventful than last weekend because I wasn't currently dying. So, I mean, I still didn't do a whole lot, but I wasn't dying. So I did feel a lot better. But I will tell you this. So you guys know how I'm always complaining about having to do laundry because I'm terrible at it. So
You be terrible at laundry. It's pretty straightforward.
I know, but I'm the one that continuously turns the dryer on. Okay,
Poor Josh. That's all I gotta say.
Anyways,
his wife's got this weird dog that's like bald except for its butt.
Okay.
And she can't do
Okay, anyways, it's more, and it's not just his butt that's gonna have hair. I'm over Russell. Anyways, I was on top of my laundry because I wasn't feeling good. There was nothing else that I could really do. So my laundry actually got done. So Josh was saying how I should
how shocked he was.
I should be sick more often because laundry gets
because he's
done.
miserable and things happen.
Yes. It's just because I got things done. But I am like on the up and up of it. My kids are healthy. And now I have to get ready. So when Meadow was in kindergarten, I didn't have to make a Valentine's Day box. They made it in class. This year I have to make one for her. And that
What is that?
You make a Valentine's
Valentine's.
Day box that
But
everyone
what is
they
that?
it's
Are all
whatever
the
they want it
cards.
to be.
Can't you just put it in the sack?
I mean, they could, but so I am crafty, but I am not that kind of crafty. And so I have to have this damn thing done by the 11th. And did you know that Amazon sells them like the kits and you can put them together and it's
What?
like all kinds of cool ones?
No.
Get
Yeah.
a store sack. That's good.
Oh, and
enough.
you know what's so
Oh,
funny, Amy? That
Russell.
I went to Hobby Lobby last week with my mom, and I'm walking around going, "What do you do with half of this stuff? I don't know. I
This
feel
is
like I'm so
killing me.
out of the loop. Like, wow,
I'm
wow.
telling
People
you.
actually, yeah. So
It's
kudos.
yes.
Just go buy a bunch of stuff and stick it on there.
I mean, I gotta figure it out.
This is
I've
killing me.
gotta figure
It's
it out.
killing me.
Well, Russell, what did you do this weekend? How is Rita?
Amy, get her a sack. Here, take a store
No.
sack from
No.
Randall's. Here.
Is that what you did to your kids? I feel like Melinda definitely made these boxes and was super crafty.
I don't even know what you're talking about. The
It's little
box.
boxes they put their Valentine's
When they
in.
pass out their Valentines at school, they have like a box, like a shoe box that they've decorated and has a hole in it. And they get to go around the class and put their Valentines in it for everybody. And then when they open it, they have all these Valentines. So they
Yeah.
feel loved from their class.
Fun times.
Okay.
I did it, Russell. I know your kids had to do it because we're like the
Yeah.
same age. I know Melinda did
I
that.
know. I know. You are the same age as my kids. That's true. Okay.
Mhm.
We're going to forget about your bald dog, except for its butt and all the mistreatment of poor Josh
Okay.
and some
I'm
weird
glad.
box.
Okay.
Okay. So I was, sometimes I can't help myself, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a game theorist. In other words, I believe in game theory. Valerie, have you ever read any game theory?
She's frozen.
She's frozen. That's not a bad freeze for Val.
No, it's pretty good.
That's about as good a freeze as Val can ever get. So,
it is pretty good.
okay. So I believe in creating chaos. So I'm just the grandfather going to, and there she's back, grandfather going to my granddaughter's basketball game this weekend.
Okay.
And my son-in-law, great son-in-law, he's great like Josh. Great, he's a great guy. He's a great dad. He's great, all that stuff. He is one of the coaches. And the one thing I do know is about kids in little leagues.
Okay.
I know that's a strange thing, but I know. And I sat watching the other team warm up for a minute after I got there to watch my granddaughter. And I went over to my son-in-law and said, don't put your star on number 50. That was their superstar player. Put number, and I gave him another number on his team. And it's a little girl. She can't really play real basketball. She can't dribble. She can't shoot. But the one thing this girl is the most tenacious young little girl you have ever seen. You know those kind of people. She's going to grow up and no one's going to be able to stop this little girl. She may not be the best at something in the future, but she's going to win because this little girl is an animal. She's so tenacious. And I told him to put that girl on their superstar. And this was the undefeated team that nobody had been within 20 points. And that little girl won the game for my daughter and son-in-law.
Nice.
And she
Awesome.
was the superstar of the game. And only because they tried everything. On one play, they tried 3 different girls to block her off, the star, and she knocked 2 of them down.
Nice.
And so it was, a big celebration and stuff. And I guess I talk about that as my big thing of the weekend because I got to see what the power of tenacity and how this little girl's personality. I know when she grows up, and I won't know. I'll never see her after the little basketball season she's in with my daughter. But I know when that little girl grows up, she's going to be successful because people won't be able to stop her.
Yeah. I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Valerie, what about you? What did you do this weekend?
Well, yesterday we spent all day taking the plastic and stuff off our plants to see what survived, and mostly everything survived.
Hey,
The
but
freeze.
did you guys know it's Groundhog Day today? I didn't know
They
until
said 6
It
more
doesn't
weeks.
mean
Yeah.
anything in Texas. That
I
doesn't mean
know. I
because
mean,
February
I
14th
know.
is the end of winter here.
Hey, but
But-
they're
but-
also predicting snow in Houston in a couple weeks.
Well,
So?
all I care about is the main plants I covered. They survived.
Nice.
The other one, we have some, and I kind of like, that's gonna die. That's gonna die because every time we cover, there's some we don't even cover because they die anyway. So, but the
Right. You're
ones I
just going to
really
buy
care
new
about.
ones that look really good next month, right?
Well, the ones, yeah, they always come back. That's the whole thing. It's like they come back. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But the most fun thing we did is David had given me a gift certificate for Christmas to go to a cooking class. And so
Fun.
we finally got a chance to go use it. And it was to go cook macarons. But
that's
it was
so
so
fun.
cool. Yeah, it was really fun because I had never made those before because I was like, I want to learn something I don't know how to do. And it was in a side thing of a hotel downtown. So they had reserved a whole space, I went up to go help her make the chocolate ganache to put in there and everything. And I was like, and she had a hot plate. I was like, do they have this? Do they let you store your stuff? She goes, no, I have to bring it every time. I was like, what?
No,
I was like, that's a lot of stuff to bring. So she had cooking things for every table, every person participating, all the ingredients, all the tools, all
Okay,
these
that's
like
cool.
beaters.
That's
Yeah,
really cool.
and I was like,
fun.
man, but I guess she had access to a little oven because, and I don't think she brought her own oven, but she had to bake our cookies. But the thing is, it was all great. It was great, and we ate them right then, and it was like 2 hours, and you're buying drinks at the bar. How could it be bad?
Of course,
I
you're
love
buying
it.
drinks at the Valerie. You're so
Of course,
funny.
yeah. Yeah, so we had wine and beer and cookies.
I love it. That's
Sounds
the
How can you
perfect
go wrong?
combo.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
I need to thank our listeners. We're top 10% on some podcast channels, top 1% on good channels. And we have been now on the air for 10 years. We've been podcasting for a year or two. Couple of years, is that right, Amy? But
Yeah.
we've been doing the show for 10 years. And we're very humbled that you listen to us. Amy, where can people find us?
You guys, oh my gosh. Russell, that was the nicest thing you've said so far today, besides your weekend update. Oh my goodness. But you guys, you can find us anywhere that you can listen to a podcast. So my go-to is Amazon Music or Spotify. I'm an Android user, so Google Play. If you are an iPhone, iTunes, obviously. If you want to watch us live in our interactions and our facial expressions, you can come on over to our YouTube channel or our Facebook group. We love for you guys to be a part of the conversation. You can communicate with us live in time, and we try to answer or engage with you guys during that time. But yeah, it's our 10-year anniversary this year, you
So
guys. Oh my
exciting.
goodness. I love it.
You
So,
know,
yeah.
it's really changed a lot in 10 years. It's evolved. Things have come, things have gone.
Yes.
Like, and if you're listening to us, if you want to see what I'm talking about, you can actually go to the YouTube channel that Amy was talking about, and you
Mhm.
can see how terrible we were when we started, how strange it was, and how we evolved. And Valerie joined us. How long have you been with us now, Valerie?
I
10
don't even
years?
know, but it maybe so. Yeah, but I remember you guys interviewing me way
Mhm.
back in the day because think I just had the 2 books, not the 4 books, but way back in the day, and we were talking about, and I think y'all were still in your apartment in downtown Houston.
Yeah.
So
Well, we've actually rebroadcast that show in the last couple of months because I remember it came up and we reposted it on our Facebook channel. And
Mhm.
yeah, we were younger then.
you're trying to figure out the lighting and all that. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
It's been fun to see it evolve into what it is from how it started and to, what it is now and how it's evolved. It's evolved into, and I mean, a lot of them do it now, like where they're like everyone's in the same room and you have conversations and it's recorded that way. But like how we started doing that. And then we all just live at different places. Like Houston is an hour from itself, right? I was an hour and a half from Russell. I was like an hour and a half from Sandy. So like to drive and do this, we tried to knock them out all the time. But then we just evolved as technology evolved. Like we did the Zoom when it would integrate with Facebook, and then StreamYard. We tried to do a different one. It's like Rio Stream. I never could figure that one out. So I'm glad that StreamYard came along, because then we can stream multiple but it makes it where we can just have these conversations. I love Monday mornings, which not everyone says, but it's like, I don't know, the tone, talking with you guys and our author guests and getting caught up and hearing stories just kind of sets my tone for the week, putting me into it. Even if I'm sick as hell, it still sets my tone for the week. But speaking of writers and authors and stories and everything that's going on, it came to my attention that maybe not a whole lot of people know this, as I tend to know this, but I'm in KDP a lot more, I guess, than some people. And you can now, so you used to be able that you could only do a pre-order of your book, which is why everyone would go to Ingram Sparks to do a pre-order of their paperback book, and their ebook would be on KDP. And once their book came out, then they would have a different ISBN number to offer it on KDP, and it would still be distributed through Ingram Sparks for libraries and mass orders and those kinds of things. So you no longer have to do that. So I don't know how long it's been on. I've been using it for at least the past couple of months, but you can have your paperback for pre-order on KDP. So you no longer have to go that route if you're doing that. If you do want to do libraries and stuff, you can still do Ingram Sparks. I have a love-hate relationship. I tend to think that they take a lot more money from authors than authors make from them. And I've experienced this multiple times with clients. But Draft to Digital, it's my understanding that they do the same thing. So they use Ingram Sparks as their distributor. They're just kind of like the middleman in between. So your fees and everything aren't as heavy as they can be for Ingram Sparks. But you can now set your pre-order, not just for your ebook on Amazon. You can set your paperback the same. I just did it the other day for Ben Lehman's book, Russell. So his book is coming out in April, and both of them are up for pre-order. So you definitely can do it. So you no longer have to go that route of Ingram. I don't know your guys' experience with Ingram, but it's
a question. So when people are pre-ordering, they're not going to get it till April. Let's say not till April. So they're not going to be able to read it or anything. But once they do purchase it and they already have it in their hand, then they're going to be the first people to give you a review.
Pretty much. And I mean, you can order your author copies too, which if you guys aren't ordering author copies to like gift to ARC readers or people that will like in the journey with you, so that way they can go and leave a review when the book comes out, that's like a big mistake. You need to be having ARC readers and stuff, putting books in people's hands beforehand, because your book will change a little bit, right? Like if you get a forward for your book, you're going to add that before it actually goes for like full-blown publication, right? But I mean, other than that, it's kind of the best way to do it. And to get author copies isn't as expensive for it. But yeah,
another
question. You can do that.
If you do give these copies out to your ARC readers, and I know Amazon wants a verified purchase, how are they going to leave a review?
Yeah. So they have to put in the review that they would give in this book for a fair and honest review, and then they can leave it. The loophole that I do is I'm like, hey, during the week of the promotion, we're running a discount on their ebook. So go and purchase the ebook. It'll be like 99 cents or $2.99. You got this book for free. So go purchase the ebook, and then it's a verified purchase and you can leave your review. So that's generally, I don't know. I feel like that's a win-win for everybody. So that's generally what I recommend doing. Yeah, but things are changing, right? Publishing industry is changing. It's evolving. And so, I mean, if you're not doing that, you definitely should be taking advantage in doing that. But I mean, we are seeing a downturn in dystopian novels. I don't know if you guys read a lot of those. Those aren't as like trendy as they started off being. They're more on like a downhill kind of slide for it. But I will say, like, cyberpunk is making a big like appearance. I remember.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
What is cyberpunk?
It's like a, I mean, I don't know the best way to describe it. It's
Well,
gonna be
describe it
like
the best way you can.
it's gonna be like
Valerie,
a techno
can you answer
thriller.
this?
It's kind of
No, no.
it's gonna be like a techno thriller, but you know how like there's steampunk, right?
This is like
So it'll be like
steampunk
that.
is like the Wild Wild West.
Yeah, but this
That
will be
TV show.
more. This is more cyber.
Futuristic?
Yeah,
Like futuristic?
it's more of like a future, like yeah.
Is it
futuristic is the best way
steampunk
to
in the
word it.
future? Is that what it is?
Yeah, but it's more based in cyber things. So you'll have like AI, or you'll have like different kinds of like technology based things. Is more kind of what it is. So you can have like what was his name? Mark Everglades started off in cyberpunk before it was popular, and he used to have light as currency in his novel, and it was very futuristic driven that still dealt with a lot of like technology, cyber elements to it. So yeah, but no, it's becoming bigger than it was. I mean, it's still like you're never gonna get away from dark romances. Those just dominate everything. So
Yes.
you're never going to get away from those for sure. But, you know, it's dystopian was the biggest one for me that I noticed wasn't as popular as it used to be. And I feel like, I don't know, I felt like I thought 2026 was going to be more focused on dystopians, but it doesn't seem to be that way.
Okay,
Well,
I have another question to change the subject a little bit. You
Okay.
mentioned that Ben Lehman's book's coming out. When's that book coming out, and what's it about? Tell us a
Yeah.
little bit about it.
So it's a historical fiction based in Scotland. It deals with like clan wars. So it's coming out April 28th is when his book's coming out. It's called Between the Tines. It's actually going to be a trilogy. And so you want to go and take it and check it out, but it's more of a Scottish historical fiction that deals with like clan battles with a little bit of like, I mean, I'm not even going to say like a lot of romance, but there's like a romance element to it that deals with it and just like overcoming things, like generational things, right? This is so funny because it was like, I've been hearing a whole lot about like generational trauma and like passing things down generationally, right? And like you have to break the cycle, kind of like Colleen Hoover's It Ends With Us kind of book, right? Which is like breaking the cycle of domestic abuse. And so it's like a generational thing, and it's like breaking that for the betterment of like what would be considered better for your family or your clan or whatever. So it ties into that. I'm not a big historical fiction. I've never read Scottish historical fiction, so it's been very interesting to read and kind of
all I know is Outlander, so
yeah,
and that's the TV show. I didn't even read the book.
Oh man, I get it. I haven't seen the TV show.
So
Girl, you need to watch that. That is crazy.
So
good.
what is what's he doing now, or what are you guys doing?
We have a meeting today after author talk to get him all caught up. I mean, I know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to brace him for what he's going to be doing. And then we'll talk about it. But it's the same thing. It's submitting for editorial reviews, right? Sending his book off to ARC readers, which we've already done. He's already been doing that. Waiting for his forward to come. So we have a deadline on that. So we're waiting for that to happen. And then getting him in different media circuits and just getting him exposure outside of, who he is to switch him into the author of this genre of book, right? So
okay, well, this is very exciting. I think
it's an exciting start to the year, you guys. Like, it's exciting to see, like, there's still a lot of books coming out. It's exciting to see that we don't have to go through Ingram, because I feel like everyone has this love-hate relationship with Ingram. Like, just a crazy love-hate relationship. But there's exciting things. Women in Publishing is happening in March, you guys. And then they're doing their in-person one a couple months after that.
Are you sponsoring stuff again?
Oh, for Women in Publishing. But there's this other one that reached out to me, you guys, that's like in Vancouver. And you guys know I don't travel.
Yeah, but Vancouver rocks.
It's cold. Like, you guys, again, I give Mickey so much crap for the amount of snow that he gets and a little bit of cold weather that we get. But, there's just different things out there. There's a lot of different conferences happening that are starting to like.
Yeah, I post like 5 a week now all over the United States. St. Louis, Phoenix, one in Brooklyn,
Yeah,
San Diego. That San Diego, that writers festival is like a big deal.
I know. Their market festival, Marketing World is always huge. But they also have the biggest and best friggin' Comic-Con that you have to like be grandfathered onto this list or tickets left to you in a will to get them. But eventually I'm gonna get there for
I
sure.
actually, in the TV show The Entourage, they had an
Uh-huh.
episode about the San Diego Comic Con.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's like one on my death wish to go to one
So
at
why don't
some
you go
point.
this year?
You have to get tickets to
No,
go.
you don't. You can
Yes,
get
you do.
tickets. We both know you can get
I mean,
tickets. All you have to do is get online and you can get Valerie. Help
I
me
know.
here.
Okay,
Am I
listen.
Yeah,
right?
I totally think you can do that,
Oh
Amy.
my god.
I mean,
You
you
guys,
should
okay,
just.
I
You
don't
can
want to
get tickets.
pay.
Okay, here
Road
I
trip.
want everyone. I want everyone that's listening to this. I want you to send her an email this week telling her she needs to pay the money to get the tickets to go to Comic Con.
I don't want to pay thousands of dollars for
It's not
one
$1,000.
ticket.
I bet $500. I bet
No,
you can get them for $500.
no.
Because she already
Okay.
she
Am I
she
gonna
already
have
paid
to
that to
look
the
it
doctor, the
up?
vet.
So okay, I'm
The
gonna
vet
look it up right now.
the
San
vet
Diego
got the
Comic Con.
$500.
You
Okay.
Yeah,
someone
my vet
talk.
got the $500.
And you're not even done yet.
Man,
Okay.
I know.
People, I'm going to block. I will be right back. I'm going to find out how much tickets are.
Okay, that's hilarious.
We have Comic Palooza coming here in May. And here in
I know.
Houston.
Yeah, that one I think will
Yeah.
be fun. I know one
It's
of
always fun.
one of James Hill's former author, David Baylog, he got a table there. So he's going to be there and he'll be hanging out with Miss Sandy. So we'll have to get her on
Oh,
and chit chat with
okay.
her at some point. But Comic Cons to me are just fun. There was one happening this weekend. Then it's like a fairly new one. Aggie Con was up, and there's actually some authors because now they started their literary track that had come up that I have known.
Mhm.
Navasota had a free Comic Con, which I thought was cool that you could go
Yeah.
to.
$240.
Russell, what do you get for that though? Like,
You get tickets to get into between, but for a Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
but what, you don't get anything else with that?
No, the rest you got to get when you get in. But you can get it in. So
Okay.
now you're just picking, so
$250.
you don't have, so you can negate.
I mean,
what
if I'm
saying.
gonna go and fly all the way to San
so
Diego,
it's
I'm gonna
$500.
experience that.
So it's $500 for you and Josh
You
to
were
get
right.
tickets and go.
You were right, Russell.
So
Right.
go.
He definitely has heard that all the time. You were right. You
And
were
I'll
Russell's going to
probably
come
have-
babysit Meadow and
I don't know.
No, that's
I don't
what her
think-
mother's for.
I don't think he
Her
could
mother does
handle. I don't think
No,
he
I
could
couldn't.
handle that.
I can't hardly handle my own children, the twins. Oh my God.
No, it's okay. I will look into it, Russell. It is my 10-year anniversary this year, so
There
there
you
you
go.
go.
that's fair.
Okay, so that's what you can ask for. Yeah, you can get inexpensive airline tickets. You can stay close to it, and you can go for 3 days, and you can also enjoy San Diego, which rocks. When I was 55 years old, which is twice as old as you, I spent the weekend in San Diego and learned how to surf during the weekend.
Oh, I remember that show. You talked
Yeah.
about it. I remember that, and it was like one of the best
Mhm.
things you've ever done.
Oh, it
That sounds
rocked.
fun.
I loved it.
I
That's so
remember.
fun.
I remember that, Russell.
You
Okay,
can learn
I
how
will
to
check it out.
surf too.
I will check it out, Russell.
Valerie,
you
she's
know.
lying to us, but
I
that's
am.
still okay.
I am.
You can still check it out,
It's
but
a
that doesn't
good
mean she's going
lie.
to go.
He
It's
knew
not
I
a
was
bad
lying
lie.
though, because he would have done the same thing and would have been lying to me, and I would have called his ass out on it too. So
Right.
it's fair. It's definitely fair for sure. But what? Okay, so Valerie, do you publish your books through Ingram?
No, I do not. I
good.
initially, when I first started, I was signed up with them and everything, but I'm pretty much just KDP.
Yeah,
It was just
you're so smart. You make the
it was
most
just
money.
easier.
Yeah. Well, okay. So here's a topic Russell's going to love, and I feel like Russell's going to take this topic away. So, how do you guys feel about AI being in the writer space, specifically on covers? We're not even going to talk about writing the actual book because I feel like we all have a similar stance on like that's just not cool. But
Right.
how do you feel about it being involved in covers in like some shape or form? How do you feel about it like that? Because there's mixed opinions, right? There's a lot of people looking down on it. Now, Amazon, when you upload to KDP, is having you like disclaim if AI was used, what AI was used, how much of AI was used, where it was used, right? So what are your guys' opinions on it?
And
You know what?
Valerie, as you say this, also tell us what has been your biggest AI disaster or funny thing happened to you so far.
I am so not even in that zone yet, though. I'm still researching, and yeah, I
It's
don't
time to
I
get
don't hardly
moving,
use it.
girl.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't have a need, I guess. But I remember I was talking about researching for marketing plans and different
Mhm.
avenues, things like that. So that's been my path so far.
I
Just
mean, I
trying.
just used AI to find out that Amy was wrong about Comic Con.
Watch, I'm
Are
gonna
you talking
actually
about
go to the site and find out
okay?
that I was right. But
Just
continue.
Google search. I mean, I don't know.
I
I'm just
know.
so basic. I'm a basic. But you know what's really crazy is that I do when I would do stuff for my Hot in Houston Now things, when I upload, Facebook goes through and checks all my pictures to make sure they're copyright or in the reel for sure if they're copyrighted or anything like that are not mine. Isn't that crazy? So
I
they're
think that's good.
yeah, but the thing is, so when you're talking about these AI covers, I guess they're able to present original material and then not get in trouble or
So it's
just not
like,
criticized.
so I mean, you'll see some that is like full blown AI, right? Like we had that one author whose all of his illustrations were AI. The story wasn't, but every
We
illustration, all
interviewed
the
him
cover.
on this show.
Yeah, so that was like
Yeah.
100%, right? Everything but his
hmm
story, right? Which, like, you know,
hmm
you can't copyright any of that. So it's like, okay, I feel like illustrations in a book is like ripping off an artist, right? Because AI goes and pulls things that are on the web and morphs them
hmm
together. So it is like unfair to artists and illustrators. So that I can totally get behind. But as for like on a cover, right? You have some people that will have it for like certain genres want to create a certain feeling, but they need a person on that cover. So then you have the silhouette on that cover and it needs to like be looking over its shoulder or have some kind of like dark eeriness to it. And so it could take a cover designer hours to do and cost hundreds of dollars, right? Or if you can have AI help you generate that image and then you tweak it from that image, right?
hmm
Would that like how would you perceive that? Like I don't have a problem with that as long as it's not like 100% AI generated. If it's just used to like jumpstart the illustration or like for a silhouette of a person, I don't have a problem with it. But AI in some circles in the writing community is extremely frowned upon and they won't even read your book if your cover has AI-esque qualities. So like what is your guys' opinion on that?
And Amy, I think you and I are both parts of those different Facebook author groups, and the comments on there are just like blow
Yeah.
up.
Man, people
What
are
are the comments,
ruthless.
Valerie? What are the comments on there?
They're just like, ooh, just like Amy was saying, just like, wait, this is AI. That's why it doesn't look good. This is why your book isn't gonna sell, or things like
Yeah.
that. But also, are they using AI to do the summary on the back of the story, or are they just doing it just for illustration, or are they doing it for the whole cover?
Well, but I think that's a good point. Like, does it matter to do that? Like, I don't know. I feel like Russell's fully embraced AI, right? Josh, like, friggin' planned our like impromptu vacation with Gemini and telling us what to do and the best schedule to have, right? So some people have embraced it more than others. But my thing is, if it's like, if it can generate a feeling that you want and bring to life
Mhm.
the book cover that you're wanting, right? And then you put layers and stuff on top of it and you like crisp it and you make it your own, but you let it kind of jumpstart you. So it's like
I
that
love that
helping
term
hand.
you just used, Amy. You're going to
But
crisp it.
yeah,
Mhm.
make
I
it look
love
nice
that.
and crisp. Make it look nice and crisp. But I don't seem to like have a problem with it. And I think if it helps you add SEO onto your back cover, which will help you in
Absolutely.
doing sales for your like Amazon, because SEO is what's driven, right? If you're going to run Amazon ads, that's all keywords and SEO. So you're going to need help with that, right? And you don't have time to take an SEO keywords course that's like 6 months long, right? So, I mean, I think if I use it like helpfully and it didn't write your entire book, I mean, it shouldn't have any part in your book, like the actual story of it and everything. But I think if you use it for like curb appeal to help you jumpstart things, I don't necessarily feel like it's a bad thing. Not that I'm saying every part of it, but I think if you use it to jumpstart it and you tweak it and put it in your own voice, edit the cover with layers, or you're adding different elements to it, you just needed a silhouette. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like I feel
And then
like,
also, yeah, also the comments they were talking about, like financial,
yeah.
limitations for new authors is like,
Mhm.
I can't afford this, and this is the best I can do. So, I mean, are you gonna stop somebody from making their dream come true?
Well, I mean, hell, even Canva has its own AI and it'll generate stuff for you, right?
Yes.
And I mean, a lot of people
Mhm.
would go to Canva to make like their book cover designs anyways.
Okay,
So
what's
it's like
Canva?
Canva is like the graphic illustration. You'll see everybody and their mother uses it for like when they put up their posts, when it has like their author photo and like a brief introduction bio or a podcast announcement, right? Like everybody uses Canva, like everything. I use it for
Use
my
it in school.
presentation.
Now the kids use it in
Yeah.
schools.
Yeah, my presentations are made in Canva. I like everything. So it's just
Mhm.
like a graphic based software that you can use.
Mhm.
It's like on the computer. But I mean, hell, even they have like AI integration that helps them with it. So I don't know. It's like a big topic of conversation, and some people are getting a lot of hate for embracing it, and others are, just kind of anti it. But yeah, the comments are just nasty towards them. You're never going to make money. You shouldn't have been a writer. You're just a phony. And it's like, well, no, like it didn't write your book, right? That's my whole thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just was curious. Russell, I'm curious in your opinion, because you've embraced AI probably more than I have.
Mhm.
I yeah, I have a problem with it even doing the covers because I think about uh Dina that did my cover and did such a great job. People like
Mhm.
her are getting ripped off
True.
because not only does AI use some of her stuff, but it steals her customers. So I hate that, but uh, like I use AI every day, tons of times. It's how I go down rabbit holes on
Mhm.
research and do it really quick. Like this morning, uh, I went down the rabbit hole of what's the political situation in the Czech Republic as of today, and AI is where I went to do that.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
So I use it all the time.
Yeah.
I even used it last week uh, to do a. I asked AI to have a journalist interview Marilyn in jail,
Oh.
as
Mhm.
a fun entertainment
Oh,
for
fun.
myself, and
Mhm.
uh, and enjoyed that.
Are
So
you going
I
to
mean, I
share
use it all
that?
the time. I wasn't going to share it. I mean, it was really fun.
Yeah, that sounds
That sounds
fun.
great. That's a novella.
Well,
No, that's
it just would,
AI. So,
but it just would be
that's an
fun to like,
unmentionable.
but just
Yeah, it
to
was
share
fun.
it, yeah, to share with like your readers as like go ahead a fun conversation, of like what Marilyn might, mention or whatever behind bars. I just
Right.
think that would be
Mhm.
fun. That's like just like a fun, quirky little
And so,
thing.
see, I do use AI for that. And we both know, or the three of us know, and the listeners that's listened to it all know that I have subtle issues. I have issues being nice or subtle and that sort of thing.
A
So
team player.
I use AI all the time to make my email responses nicer.
Oh, that's nice.
Instead of just like no, I will tell AI, tell them no, but be nice. And
That's
it's like, wow, that sounds really good. I like
that's
that.
That's needed for you.
Yeah.
I use
It
mine for
is.
grammar. I'm like, make sure that this makes me sound professional, like with my
Right.
grammar.
So
And
Oh, it
and
does make
mine is to make me not such an asshole.
well, I get it.
whatever works.
Just less
I
blunt.
know.
Less blunt. I definitely get
Mhm.
Dina does the same thing. She uses it to make herself sound nicer in her emails. And she did it. So she named her AI that she talks to Misha. And she even Misha me. She sent me an email that Misha had written, and the only reason I knew it was Misha, one, it was way too nice for it to be Dina, but two, it used so many emojis, and I was like, this girl's never sent me an emoji in her life, and I had like 4 emojis in this
So
email.
Dina has
So
told her AI system to use emojis. That is crazy to me because that's like
Mhm.
she's intentionally tricking people into saying, "Look, I'm this sweet little
I
person."
know.
These.
I know, but you get her on the phone, and depending on what kind of mood she's in, or if she's just woken up, she ain't always that nice, and she knows it. You guys have experienced her on the show. It's funny. Her and Russell is just classic for sure. But Valerie, what kind of markets do you have coming up? Because I know markets are about to open as soon as spring does.
Mhm. Mhm.
Classroom or like classroom readings are opening up too. So
Mhm.
what's on your docket? Because you're like my market queen. Russell's not
Yeah,
a team player. So
No,
there are.
but I think what she does is very cool too because
yeah.
I've gone to actually see it.
Yeah, her table is always amazing. I love it.
Yeah, I don't have anything booked currently, but I am researching some new markets. But there are so many coming up in February. I would have been part of some in Valentine's Day because there's a bunch coming up.
Yeah.
But we're going to Mardi Gras, so that kind of like put a glitch in it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
so,
I get it.
but I am still, researching. There are a couple of things that you can grab onto that are like nonprofits trying to raise money, and they welcome a lot of vendors like Be an Angel, and they all these kind of things where your booth fees goes back to support these nonprofits, and that those are great organizations, and they're very supportive of all the vendors there. So things like that. But spring is kind of slower, not compared to fall. Fall is like run and gun, and you can barely breathe and lift your head up. So just it's time for like kind of catching up on smaller markets, things like that.
Yeah. I can imagine like school readings would probably be really good for you to like
Yeah,
go
that's
and
it.
do.
Yeah, that's what I'm researching as well, reaching out because some schools want you to reach out like a year in advance. And some schools want you to reach out like, maybe like right now for the fall or things like that. So it's a lot of preparation and research.
Yeah. So my daughter's got one last year. I don't even know. I don't think Sky was in school. She might have been in school. But they had an author coming that was going to do a reading from their book. And they sent out flyers to every parent. And they were saying that if
Mhm.
you bought the book, then your child could bring it up, or any of their books, like collection of their books, whatever. Your child could bring it up and get it autographed. I don't remember that happening. Like when I was in school, we didn't really have a whole lot of those things.
No.
I don't remember them. But now I'm like, man, like they send this out and you could have like hundreds of parents buying a book, right? Because they're going to
Yes,
look it up. So I'm like, man,
it
like
is the
that's
best thing. It
genius.
is the best thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
and one school I did, they had me come present to pre-K all the way up to second grade, and then I taught creative writing classes to third, fourth, and fifth grade. And
Nice.
then so that was a great, great day. Just selling books to all these kids, connecting with all of them, taking their questions because we have a lot of important questions that come from all of those ages. So many great questions, and the teachers are like,
Russell.
okay, that's enough. But then going and sharing my professional experience with the classroom, teaching creative writing with at the day I'm there. So that was a really great day.
Yeah. No, I feel like the donut tree would be like a huge hit in that age
It
range.
is. It is. It's but I also do interactive with the listen books where that the kids have to do that part when I'm reading aloud. That's their part. They like the
Yeah.
listen.
Yeah.
They have a great time. We have a
I
great
can
time
see
just in
that.
general.
I
Yeah.
can see that. I love that. Russell needs to go to one of those as your participant. Just he would love the questions.
It's
Obviously. That's what
Oh
he
yeah,
questions
needs.
are
I would love
priceless.
to come listen to you do it, Val. It would be so
Yeah,
fun because
they
you're.
are priceless.
And by the way, I can tell the audience watching Val in front of groups of people is so fun. She's so good
Yeah.
at it.
She is.
because she really is as sweet as she comes across. Though
Yes.
there is another
Thank you.
side of her because, margaritas and now Mardi Gras.
Well,
Hey,
yeah, now Mardi
And
Gras.
she's Italian because she makes gravy for the holidays.
I'm here for
Suga
it.
makes Suga. I've been watching The Sopranos. They say gravy, so
I love it. I love it. I'm excited. You have to keep us all updated on all your markets and everything. I'm
yes,
going to
yes.
work on Russell being a team player, but that's probably ship
Hey,
sailed
we can only do what we can do.
long time ago. But you guys,
Uh-huh.
oh man, I love Monday mornings. I'm so glad that we all got to catch up together. You guys listening, we hope that you all have a fantastic rest of your Monday, a great rest of your week. Happy February, everybody. And until next Monday, bye for now, everyone.